Giants-Broncos coming up here on EA Sports. Getting set now for a Week 11 matchup.
Partner, you never faced a losing streak like this in your decorated career. So I don't know if you can lend a little analysis on how you approach a game like this when it's all downhill at this point.
Well, unfortunately, Jim, I have to disagree with you. I did have a really long losing streak in my career. We lost 8 in a row one time. And you know what was interesting? You just start to doubt what you're doing on the field. You kind of look at things, and all you see is trouble. And when you see trouble, it's hard to let your body do what it's trained to do. So I'd say to these teams, and I know the coach told them, Today, have confidence, go out there and just out-hit the other team.
Bernard lines up as the single back here. First down at the 20. Here's the quick toss. And that's a gain of 9.
The defense doesn't want to give up runs like that, so how do they stop it? Well, they start crowding the line of scrimmage, so you keep crowding that line of scrimmage, look out, they'll throw it over the top.
Second and short following the run. Will go ground. Talib's there to make the tackle. And that's the type of run I think this offense would take all game long, Phil.
Oh, would they ever? They would love this. This is showing your dominance here. The offensive line doing a good job, but also a solid job by the running back picking up some good yards.
Offense readying for the snap. Another carry here. And Bernard is brought down. Here's our look at the Giants offense. They rank towards the middle of the pack in passing offense this season. Coming up, second down. It's Bernard in the backfield.
Oh, look at that. Linebackers moving around.
He'll get it again. Ray's all over the ball carrier.
It's way too early in a game like this, in this situation, to take a chance. Going to draw, throw a screen, maybe just a straight-ahead run, but don't turn over the football.
The Giants have a third down coming up. They did a great job a week ago of converting on third down. 3rd and 12. Looking to go down the field here. Intercepted.
Well, it was a bad decision that time by the quarterback, and it results in an interception. When you throw one like that early in the game, it can definitely shake your confidence for the rest of the day.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. Two tight ends on the field here. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. The wide receiver in motion. Second down and a long way to go. Breaks the tackle. Gains 12.
Nothing like a running back who fights for every extra yard. When you get that extra yard or two, what it does, it just creates better situations for your offense.
After that last carry, it's 3rd and 3. Sack, and they're going to be punting after a short series.
When you blitz on third down, you hope to get to the quarterback. Here's why. Because there are less defensive backs back there. The chances of giving up the big play are pretty high, but the rush, they're quick enough. They get there, and they sack the QB.
Wants to give it a go here. Trevathan that time on the tackle.
The Giants know there's three parts to every football game: offense, defense, and special teams. What a play for the special teams here. Good punt return, good blocking. They get it done.
Bernard lines up as the single back here. First down at the 37. Bernard out to the right. He is tackled at the 40-yard line. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day. Between plays, let's take a look at how the Broncos defense. They know they need to force turnovers today, coming off a game in which they had no takeaways. The Giants in the pistol.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
Nowadays, so many kids, they grow up, they want to be wide receivers. I don't blame them. They're out there, they get to catch the football, they get to score touchdowns, they get to do dances, and you're not really allowed to hit them either. What a job.
The Giants ready to kick it away. Rodgers got a chance for a return. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Broncos offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You're putting us back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest.
That's his first reception today. That is how you draw it up, isn't it, Phil?
Oh, man, the quarterback loves guys that can make catches like this, and they're just so strong. They know how to zero in. They never lose concentration, and you never see him drop a pass.
Playing press coverage to the outside.
There we go now.
First and 10. Here's the handle. That'll a strong eye. That leads us to second down.
Boy, they saw something on the offense. It caught their attention. Look at the defensive.
Pass is intercepted. Tackles made. They've already jumped in front here early, and now after the interception, they have a chance to even make the lead a little bit larger, Phil.
Yeah, I like the way they're playing, don't you, Jim? It just looks fun. They got a lot of energy out there on both sides of the football, and this other team, they better be ready. I think they're in trouble.
First down at the 49. Wants to go deep. Tough catch.
It's one thing to be able to throw the football that high and far, but it's another. He found the right receiver to throw to and put it right on the mark.
We watched him in practice this week, Phil, practicing plays inside the 20. Let's see what they come out with their first opportunity today inside the red zone.
Well, you've said it many times. This is where you win or lose the football game. They got the quarterback and receivers to make it happen. Quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to make that catch.
Coming to the line at the 8. The wide receiver shifting around in motion. Second and goal from the 8. Trying to power his way right up the middle. Gains 5.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
Coming to the line at the 3. The Giants lined up, bunch formation. Third and goal from the 3. Has it. Touchdown. Late in the first quarter, and they're stretching their lead out. It looks like they have it in their minds to put this game away early.
Well, that's what they're trying to do, isn't it? They just want to get it over with early, just put all doubt, just remove all doubt, I should say, from the opponents that you're in for a rough day, and you might as well just give up.
He'll have a chance to take off. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. The Broncos are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
First down at the 29. Ball is out. He's brought down. What a lucky break this time. They fumble, but they recover it and maintain possession.
NFL teams, the offense, every single day they work with anybody that's going to handle the football. How to hold it, he didn't do a good job that time. That's why he fumbled.
Here we go now. 45.
2nd and 8. It's intercepted.
Well, nowadays, your linebackers, they got to be able to do everything. They got to be big enough to get in there and stop the run, and also athletic enough to be able to get in position and make an interception. Good job by the linebacker.
Bernard lines up as the single back here. They'll go ground. They'll mark him at the 46. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day. That's 2nd down coming up. Launching it deep. Now looking at 3rd down. Chris Ivory lined up in the backfield. Going for the deep ball. And it falls incomplete.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position, nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
And he's on the sidelines and out of bounds.
Well, I can't blame the punt return at that time. That was just excellent coverage by the punt team.
The Broncos' last possession ended somewhat painfully with an interception. You wonder if they're going to try to compensate for that mistake on this drive, Phil.
Well, sometimes when you have a mistake on the offensive side, it does make you get more conservative. Let's look at it from the defensive side. It was just a tremendous play. So sometimes in the NFL, that's going to happen where the defensive player is just better than the offensive player.
I know you had a lot of experience at this, but after you threw an interception, what was it like coming back out on the field the next time?
Well, I tell you, I tell all my teammates to be alert. You might have to tackle again because I'm going to keep firing it down the field.
2nd down and 5. Handoff. Picks up about 2.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
The Broncos on offense here to start the 2nd quarter. Third and 3 coming up. And the 2nd quarter is underway with this snap. The Broncos will have to punt. He wants to return this one. Trevathan that time on the tackle. And a run back of about 4. The Giants offense failed to muster a single first down the last time they had it. Let's see if their offense this time can create a few sparks.
Well, you know the coaches were upset at them when they went to the sideline, so the sense of urgency is there. You should be fired up, and I expect a better drive this time.
Second and 5 coming up.
Let's go. Brent 38. Come up. Brent 38.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Jackson takes him to the ground.
Every defense is looking for somebody to hit the quarterback, and the best person to do it is the defensive end. What a good job that time by him.
The defense pushing the offense back with that sack, and the offense needs 13 yards now on third down. And he's going to be dropped for the sack. That's going to bring up fourth down after just a 3-play series. And it'll be Colquitt back to punt. No chance to return this one as that punt is headed to the sidelines. The Broncos got absolutely nothing out of their previous possession, and here they are back on the field. Another 3 and out, I would have to think, would be very demoralizing to this team right now, Phil.
Yeah, it's going to be demoralizing to the offense, but I'll tell you who's going to be more demoralized is the defense, because they need to sit on the sidelines and get a little rest. So I'm
going to take it the distance. Green's marked down at the 19. That's his first reception today. In the red zone. Bortles will be taking this snap out of the pistol. The give. Slashes to the left side. The line of scrimmage is the 17. Second down and 8. Makes the catch. Denard's going to make the tackle.
Well, I guess the only good thing you can say about that play, the quarterback's happy. He gets a completion, but it only goes for a couple yards.
It'll be third down. Bortles going to take the snap from the shotgun. My goodness, what a hit. And the ball falls incomplete.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender. That was a good hold, good kick, 3 points. Good job by the offense.
They're setting up the return. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Giants offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive, a quick 3 and out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive. They got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense.
It's a too tight in formation.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing.
Look at Derek Wolfe with the sack. Well,
quarterback's got to see this blitz when it's coming. And if he checks to an audible to get rid of the football quicker or give himself extra protection, that will help him a lot.
And here we have second down. Going deep. Clutch catch.
Receivers in the NFL now, they can get down the field and just give them a chance. That's what the quarterback did. Nice catch by the receiver.
Coming up to the line at the 13-yard line.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. He rips it right out of the wide receiver's hands.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
This will be second down. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Dropping back 3. And it's complete to Zach Miller. Third and 2 coming up. Here's the handoff. Powers his way across. Touchdown. We're midway through the second quarter, and they're putting themselves in good shape for halftime.
Yeah, they are. That was a nice drive for a touchdown, but I'm looking at the defensive side. It's time for the captains on the defense to give everybody else a talk and shape things up and get back in this game.
The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. Rodgers going to run this one out. That return's good for about 27.
The Broncos put some points on the board on the previous possession. Although it was just a field goal, Phil, they'll be looking to add some more right here.
Oh, absolutely. I think they were disappointed in that last drive. You got it going. You think here comes a touchdown, and it doesn't work, and you kick a field goal. So a little disappointed. That should give them some momentum to get tougher and make this happen and get a touchdown.
Intercepted. Touchdown. They're just running it up.
You talking about getting your team full of emotion and getting everything on your side. How about that interception by the defense and then taking it back all the way for the score?
The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20.
The Broncos just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
And that'll be a gain of about 2. Press coverage all the way. The Broncos from the 22. Ball's picked off.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
Loss of a couple that time. The Giants taking the field on offense, coming off a touchdown on their last drive, Phil.
Yeah, they did it mostly through the air, Jim, and I love the way how they did that. It was aggressive throwing by the quarterback, and my gosh, is he on target today.
First down at the 33. Kendricks makes the grab. And they score again here to pad the lead.
My goodness, Phil. Halftime can't get here soon enough as it's blowout city.
It is. I know you can't wait for halftime because you scarf down food at halftime like you haven't eaten in a week. So we don't want to keep you from that. But this game, oh my gosh, it's been lopsided, hasn't it? And you're right, the team that's losing, they can't wait to get to the locker room.
And no return as this goes for a touchback. The Broncos offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Second down here. Looks like they're in press coverage here.
The Broncos come out in the pistol.
It's got some daylight.
Bortles now going to hit the ground in a slide and in the play.
That's a really smart job that time by the quarterback. Pick up all the yards you can, and before you're going to get hit, slide in there like you're going to second base.
The Broncos have it at the 34.
That ball has been picked off. And he's brought to the ground.
Isn't it awesome on the defensive side where you have linebackers can make plays like that? Getting that interception. It's not always defensive backs that get to make those plays. Linebackers can do it too.
They're happy to begin this drive from this point.
It's Bernard in the backfield. The Giants snap it at the 36. Bernard looking for a lane. For a gain of about 5. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
The Giants snap it at the 31. Bernard looking for a lane.
Coming to the line at the 27.
The Broncos with a nickel look here on defense.
He'll try this one from 43. And the kick is good for 3.
You got to take advantage of good field position. The offense doesn't do it that time. I know they get 3 points out of it. Nice kick, but still a letdown for the offense.
And a touchback.
The Broncos offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
First down at the 20. That picks up 11.
You got to be able to fight adversity in the NFL or in any sports, but the fumble, not even thought about by this running back anymore. He is just out there getting it done.
And that will do it for the first half. That was exciting for one side and a complete embarrassment for the other. It's blowout city here as we've reached halftime. Larry coming up next to break down the mismatch. Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. The Broncos talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
And now they'll try over again on second down.
Cody Latimer has the catch.
Latimer is one of the best in the NFL when it comes to running routes towards the sideline. That time he gets out there and he puts that inside foot into the ground, breaks outside. The throw is on target. Good solid gain, just short of that first down marker.
3rd and 2.
And that's good for only a yard or 2.
The Broncos call for the punting team. He's going to try and return this one.
And a run back of only a couple.
Well, returning punts is a tough job. It's about judgment. That time, that was poor judgment by the return man. Should have just had a fair catch and never tried to return that.
The Giants take it from the 33.
Handoff made.
And they tackle him down at the 37-yard line. That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. It's Bernard in the backfield. Tight ends in motion here. First down at the 24. Bernard off the left side. Running room. The Giants get a first down. He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground. The Giants will take the snap from the 45.
Tick, 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 tick. That's what we're trying to do. Make that clock keep running down. You got the offense out there. You got a big lead in the second half. Every first down you get shortens that football game.
Let's go.
First down at the 44. Bernard looking for a lane.
Line of scrimmage, the 43-yard line.
The Giants pistol set here. Midway into the third. Bernard out to the right.
Here's the football resting at the 43.
3rd and 8. Running a little college-like option. They're in punting formation. Flag is down.
It's an illegal block in the back, and they now will be backed up some yardage.
Yes, always remember as a blocker, you need to get your head in front of the defender, and you've got to get your front shoulder in front also to make it legal.
First down snap, and this is a scary point for them. First down and 10. Decker's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later. Look out. The defense is showing a blitz here.
The play clock's running down. They'll run it here. Shakes off the tackle.
You want to be a running back in the NFL, I'll say this. You better be able to break some tackles. We saw multiple tackles broken that time. Good job.
They're able to move the chains after that last run.
Bortles will be taking this snap out of the pistol. Green's going to pull in the bullet pass.
He's brought to a halt.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown. When you get down in the red zone, the offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play here.
Makes the grab and the feet are down.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
Bortles now completed 4 in a row. First down here after the completion. Power surge. Touchdown.
And maybe that touchdown will lessen the sting of the beating they're taking here today.
Yeah, it helps. It sure isn't going to hurt. Just nothing has gone right so far today. That touchdown drive gives you something positive on your side. Let's see if the defense can go out there and get a 3 and out.
And he'll start his return.
The Giants look to be almost certain to come away with points the last time they had the ball, but instead of attempting a field goal, they went for it on 4th down and were unable to convert. Let's see what they do with this possession.
Yeah, look, this isn't high school or college football where you get many possessions. In the pros, you don't get that many. When you get a chance to get points, you got to take advantage of it and take those points.
And it's batted down. Second down coming up.
Let's go.
Here is the first snap of the final quarter.
They tackle him for a loss.
It's a tough situation for the offense, 3rd and long coming up, but it's a good situation also. You're leading the football game, so there's no reason to take a chance and turn this football over.
On the way, 3rd down.
Ivory lined up in the backfield. And this is dropped.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
He's got a chance to return this one. Brought down at the 47-yard line. And a run back of about 7.
The Broncos take the field again on offense. They'll be looking for a repeat of their last drive. They came away with a touchdown and really had the defense on its heels.
Well, it's going to be hard to repeat what they just did because it looked so easy and it was well done by their offense. And I think when you talk about situations like this, it really comes down to one thing. Can the offensive line continue to dominate?
Timeout called by the defensive unit. Second down now. Playing press coverage to the outside.
Ready, green, 90.
Trey Kirkpatrick with the pick.
Early in the 4th, and if there was ever thought of a miracle comeback, that interception pretty much ended it.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they ever thought there could be a miracle comeback in this game. It's been bad all day long. I actually feel bad for them throwing that interception because they just can't seem to do anything right on the offensive side.
The Giants at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. Set up screens with Bernard. Has the first down and a whole lot more. No one's going to get him now. The 10, nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown.
And that just adds to what was already going to be a lopsided victory.
Well, you and I have done a few lopsided wins, but this one will be right at the top of the list and right from the very start. You know, we heard it from the coaches. They had a lot of confidence in their team today, and boy, their team came out. They were sharp, and they got it done.
He's got a chance to return this one.
And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. The Broncos are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion.
Staying with the passing game on first down. He's hit as he throws it.
Second down after the incompletion.
The Broncos will go with the pistol on this play.
They run the counter play.
That gains 1. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day. Third down now.
Play clock's running down.
Decker has the ball.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
It has been a dominating performance in all facets, Phil, but I think it starts with the defense, which is still starring in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they've been tremendous all day long. I'm going to tell you what, they're going to feel good about themselves when this game is over. And tonight, and I'll tell you, I think they'll carry this momentum into next week's practice. They're going to be tough again next week. Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
And intercepted. Spins away from the hit.
It's not getting any better for the offense here late in this game, as now they get picked off.
The frustration and the bad play just continues. And, you know, it's so bad the coach can't even yell at the players. All you can do is pat them on the head and encourage them to keep trying.
Loss of 3 on the play.
Get ready. Not ready yet. Not ready yet.
First down at the 24. It's the old counter play. And gains about 1.
Bernard's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
Second down. 2 minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's Bernard in the backfield. Toss play to Bernard. And he's tackled at the 32-yard line.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
The Giants seem to have found a rhythm these last couple of weeks. Dominant a week ago, dominant today.
Yeah, their confidence level is high, and I'll tell you this, Jim, these players believe in one another, and it shows on the field.
The Giants will punt the football.
Let's see what he can do here. Lane's in on the tackle. And a run back of about 5. The Broncos take the field on offense. They have been manhandled here throughout today, Phil. And what can they take out of these last few minutes that could be positive for them?
Well, you know, Jim, in a situation like this, there's really nothing you can do now that's going to make you feel better or give you something to carry over into next week. So Don't be looking for it. Try to end the game, and just know today the team on the other side beat you up, and they were the better team.
For about 4. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day.
What a good job by the defense, not being fooled. Here in the fourth quarter, they're leading. You expect the offense to pass. Well, they throw a run in there, and you're alert, and you stop it for a short gain.
3rd down and 6. Fights through that hit. He's taken down at the 42.
Here in the fourth quarter, and you're down on offense, it takes courage to call that running play, and it backfires. That time they run it, and they only pick up a few yards.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.